Hello, 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 everybody. It's your boy Neil from NeilPositivity.com. I'm here for part 4 of the Talking to God series. Quick recap. First part, we talked about acknowledging the watcher, the imaginary camera that God is watching through and that you can feel on you. Grasping that, holding that feeling, and holding on to it. Part 2 had to do with thoughts become things and how that can transform and shape and mold the way you're talking to God, in addition to manifesting things into your future experiences, etc. If you notice, I got a picture of a thought on the wall right here, so I adjusted the camera so I can easily refer back to it. Part 3 referred to holding a one-on-one conversation like I'm doing with you right now, when everything just kind of goes into the background. Holding a one-on-one conversation with someone who's not staring back at you with physical eyes and is not going to say anything out loud to you with a voice. Not out loud, at least. Now we're moving on to part 4, ways to connect. I spoke with somebody that just couldn't get it. They couldn't get the feeling. And I gotta be honest with you, I thought she was bullshitting. But anyway, she said she couldn't feel the camera on her. She's so used to people watching her that she doesn't. I think she was bullshitting. But anyway, there are times when I couldn't connect because of what was going on around me. Dogs barking, the cars driving by, whatever's going on in your life. You could have a neck pain, whatever your situation is, and you can't really connect. You gotta find ways. You know me, I'm always finding ways around things and ways to do things. So, one thing, peripherals. If I'm saying it wrong, who cares? You get the point. Peripherals. Use your peripheral vision, all right? Right now, I can look forward, and I'm looking at both the palms of my hands right now. Now, in a quiet room with no noise and no outside interference, if you do this, you should immediately be able to identify with the watcher. You feel like something's watching you. The same way, if you close your eyes and have someone move their hand closer to you and you say stop when you can feel it, like I can feel right around here, you can feel the watcher. Okay? So you use your peripherals. You can feel it, which is good. And the first thing you do is you're probably going to say thank you. You know what I mean? Because you just feel overwhelmed that, for one, God, the grand creator, is taking time out of his busy schedule to be with you, to watch you, to converse, so to speak, with you, even though he's there all day, every day. You're just not noticing him until you take the time to notice the watcher. But there's also going to be something weird that happens. You're going to get a sense of you're welcome when you say thank you. And you're probably thinking, well, what the hell would God say you're welcome to me for? Now, here's the thing. You are the necessary key to everything. God can give you 1,000,000 opportunities today. And if you don't know that they're there, are they missed opportunities? No. You would have to recognize the opportunity and choose not to take it in order for it to be a missed opportunity. If you don't even know about it, and no one on this earth even knows about it except God, it's literally not a missed opportunity. It's nothing. It's nothing. And I know some of you, the skeptics, will be like, no, it's still a missed opportunity. Okay. Let's say you had 7,420 opportunities yesterday, and you didn't know about them. They're not missed opportunities. And now you could say, oh, well, they're missed opportunities now that I know about them. Well, tack another 10 on that I didn't even know about. They're not missed opportunities. They're nothing until you shine your light on them, until you decide to take them. So, you getting up, doing things to make you happy is more than you're welcome. Being happy is what we're supposed to be. Pain, anger, all that hurts in here. It's a state of mind. It's a place we're not supposed to be. Okay? It's natural and it's great for us to be happy and smiling. You taking those steps to be happy and to do things to make you smile is doing your part. So for you to say thank you to God and for him to say you're welcome, and then say thank you to you, and you say you're welcome back. It's the perfect partnership. It's the perfect oneness. The Bible says we're one with God. Science says we're one with everything that exists. And guess what? Everyone hears that and decides to do what? Separate themselves from God. He's a separate entity that I can describe. It's a him. Some people think it's a her. All knowing, all seeing. Let me tell you something. The greatest mistake you can do is to try to describe God, because you can't. You can't. Don't try to sum him or her up into this. No. Stop trying to do that. You are one with God. Be one with God. God lives in you, through you, and all that other definitions that be one. Okay? And the thank you will go out, or your welcome will come back, and the thank you will come at you, and your welcome will come out. It's a perfect partnership. Okay? So, once you get peripherals, that thank you's going to come out. You're going to smile because he's giving you his energy. And that thank you's going to come out. That your welcome's going to come out. And it's like this perfect, blissful state that can be accomplished by acknowledging the watcher, which can be accomplished by using your peripherals. And it's funny because one time when I first discovered this, I said I'm going to stay in my peripherals for a while. Like I said, if I'm saying it wrong, you can laugh at me all you want. If I was staying in my peripherals for a while, like I'm looking at my palms right now, and I stayed there for like a long time. Like you guys know how I do. I have my sessions between midnight and 2 in the morning when the kids are asleep, and there's nothing but not a sound, and I can just be totally quiet and at peace. I used that time and I stayed in my peripherals, and it's funny, I was like stuck there. Like I literally went inside and I was in the kitchen trying to look at something, and I was like stuck out here. It was so real. And it was funny because I actually Google searched something and they were like, too much of anything can be a bad thing, no matter what it is. But no, it's really good exercise. It's a really good way to be able to capture. This isn't something that I suggest you do while you're driving, obviously, but anytime you can stop and just go there, okay? Boom, immediately go there, feel the watcher, and now we're one-on-one. Now we're one-on-one. Peripherals, back to step 1, feel the watcher. Step 3, one-on-one. Now we go back to step 2, thoughts become things. Start the conversation. Start going with it. Thank you. You're welcome. And you know what's crazy? The you're welcome part of this, it also invokes a feeling in you that you did something. You did something great, and you did something in connection with completely a joint effort with the grand creator, and you're both happy about it. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that's not a feeling that we have throughout the day a lot. You know what I mean? Look at the news. All bad news. And at the end, they tell a story about how an old lady reunited with her old cat who was in a tree. The reason why I don't watch the news, it was so much stuff going on around us. Like when I go on social media and I post things, I don't scroll down because I know I'm going to see 15 stories of pure pain and people just complaining about their lives. And it's like with the world coming at you 15 different ways, sideways, most of it being negative, it's hard to be positive. And let's take it a step further and be positive with God in a joint effort, something that you're not doing, but something you've already done. And it's great because you just got that accomplishment in you. And it's I don't know, it's just different. It's just different. You gotta try it. I don't know what I was seeing, but I don't know if it was on a computer or if it was something I flipping through the channels, and this lady, it was a black lady. She was actually in Africa. Like she had an accent, was wearing, the dress with the colors and stuff like that. And she was describing her conversation. She just decided to go in a room one day and talk to God. Quiet room. Don't care how I look or how I feel talking to myself. Outside, out loud, I'm gonna have a conversation with God. And the way she described it, she was tearing up a little bit. I was tearing up listening to her because I knew what she was talking about. It's that good. It literally, utopia, euphoric drug. It can go there. The more you let yourself go and the more you accept the fact that you're actually talking to him and he's actually listening, it, this is a feeling like no other. Nothing beats this. Nothing beats this. Not even an orgasm, I had to say it. Nothing beats this. And you can get it at any time. Any time. There's some steps that got to be taken because of what the world around us is showing us and how life is flying at us. But none of this makes a difference. What's happening right now is just a result of your previous thoughts. I think it was Einstein or somebody said that. What's happening right now is a result of your previous thoughts. Forget about that. If you're going to water a seed of beauty and bliss. Water a seed of I'm connected with God and we work together to make my life great. Water that seed. Because manifesting a tomorrow where you're saying, again, I work great with God and we're making life happen. That's what you want to manifest into your life. That's what you want to bring into your future. And that's what I'm here to show you guys. Because I do it and it's great. Everything that I do, that's great. I'm sorry. I'm taking too long on my computer. Just kind of like shut me down. Everything I do, everything we do in life, that's great. And we just want to share it. We just want to share it. Not just with our loved ones. We want to share it with everybody. You know what I mean? It's that good. You know, it's like if the Eagles won the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? It's better than that. And this is something that's worked for me. Not only it's just putting me in a great mindset and a great feeling, but it's I believe that this is what has given me all that I got and all the places that I've been and all the experiences that I have. You know what? And that all boils down to the experiences that I have. The toys that I have mean nothing. The places I've been mean nothing. It's the experiences that I have with the toys and the places. That's what I can take with me. That's the legacy I'm leaving behind. And that's what means everything. It's the experiences. And you gotta appreciate them one at a time in order for the universe and God to give you another like experience so you'll appreciate and feel that feeling again. But, you know, that's dipping into thoughts become things. There's a couple different ways aside from peripherals, using your peripherals to get this conversation and engage and acknowledge and feel the watcher. And I encourage you to come up with more. Find things that you can do. At one point, there was something I did. I didn't shop it out. I didn't shop it around. But I see these two mirrors right here. I stood in front of them with my back to them, and I kind of looked over my shoulder, and I could feel it. It was like I could feel that camera on me, that God is behind the lens. That's one way. Another quick way, that light over there, you can't see it, but that light over there, I had put that light behind me. And the light shining on me, I associated that light as God. Light shining down on me, looking at me, and giving me life. And you know, there's a couple different ways you can go about it, but either way, you need to go about it. You need to go about it. You need to have these conversations with God, and you need to have them as often as possible. I'm sorry, as often as possible. You don't have to be out loud. You could be watching TV and a commercial break comes on. I encourage you to take that time. Look away from the TV. Get peripheraled. If you're making up words, get peripheraled and do it. I can get peripheral right now. When I say it, it's just, I can get peripheraled right now. And then boom, I immediately bring them in. And then we can start conversating up here. Nobody has to hear what I'm saying. And guess what? I'm spending my energy dollars on God. Now, pay attention to that. I always say, God gives you energy to live. Every second is another energy dollar I'm giving you to live. What will you spend it on? Will you spend it on drama, success, whatever you spend it on? Will you spend it back on God? Now think about it. When you think about the future, you're manifesting like incidents into your future. When you think about the past, you're manifesting like incidents, I should say experiences and feelings. You're manifesting those into your future. But when you're present, You're letting God's plan unfold. Like I said to you before, now when you're focusing and giving that energy back to God, manifesting more godliness and godlike feeling, which is great feeling, into your life. And trust me, it works. It works. My life is my resume. I always say that my life is my resume. Everything that I'm giving you work. Everything I give you, I've shopped it a million times. Like I said, this took me 8 years. 8 years plus to get this part out to you. You know, and I'm just on part 4 right now. Which reminds me, the next part will be the actual conversation. Part 5 will be the actual conversation, because first you got to get it there. And I know it's a lot, but guess what? To whom much is given, much is tested. There's nothing bigger in life than God, which means there's nothing bigger in life than communicating with God. So yeah, it might have took me 3 or 4, it might take me, 5, maybe even 6 15-minute videos to get you there, but I'm going to get you there. But it's worth it. Come on, 15-minute video. Come on, it's worth it. This will change your life. It'll change your world. It'll have you doing all kind of stuff, boats and cars, and if that's what you want. If you want whatever you want, you'll get it. Whatever you want, you'll get it. But you gotta stay disciplined. You gotta police yourself and just stay positive. Stay positive. And let me tell you something, being with God, when you finally do, if you do peripherals, if you do the mirror, if you do the light, you engage and you got God in this one-on-one conversation, trust me, you aren't going to start complaining. You're not. You're going to want to. And even if you do get one sentence out, it ain't going to last. You know what I mean? Something in you is going to say, yo, you might not want to. He's the one that got you in this situation. He put you here on purpose. You might not want to complain to the big guy and tell him he's messing up or he's doing something wrong. Outside of that, you seem ungrateful. And you don't want to seem ungrateful, so you're not going to talk like that. Trust me, this will put you in the right mood. If you can even do this when you're upset, angry, to get you out of that mood, whatever it takes, do it. Get here. Be here. Watch these videos as often as you have to remind yourself that how important this is. Okay, change your world, change your life, which changes the world and the lives of the people around you, your kids, your loved ones. Everyone's getting a little bit better and happier. This is what we want. This is what we want. This is why I do this. There's people out there that all kind of motivational stuff like that, and they want to charge you $69.95 or whatever to get on there. There's not even a place on my website to enter your credit card information. I can't have information this good and only give it to the people who are willing to pay for it. No. I got kids. My kids got to live in this world, which means I got to do whatever I got to do to make it great for them. And I can't wait to give great information to people until they pay me. Nah, the money will come. The money has come and more will come. You know what I mean? So with that said, I love you guys. Thank you for listening. Stay tuned for part 5, the actual conversation. And I love to hear your feedback. Shoot me some feedback. I love you guys. Peace.